Hello, freak bitches. I'm supposed to ask you about Johnny Gill, who thought he could beat Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh yeah, man. Wow. How'd you know about that?
Somebody told me.
Wow. How'd you know about that one, man?
I think it was Tom Segura told me that.
That was one of the days when that's back when Oscar was still, fighting too. That's what made me really angry. Oscar was whipping somebody's ass, and I'm sitting next to a balladeer. I respect you. You're a good singer and all that, but don't point to no fighter and go, I could whip him. I don't want to hear that, man.
He really said that?
Vehemently, man. It jumped up. I'm the fact that you brought it up, it ain't like I'm snitching. I told him, if I ever see you and Oscar in the same room, making sure that Oscar knows that you feel that way. I want to be there. I'm making sure he knows that you, a balladeer, crooner, said that you could whip him. Yeah, man. To me, that was the highest insult of the highest level, man. You make your money with roses flying in the air and all that, singing. You gonna look at a fighter and talk about I could whip him? Come on, man.
Wow.
He needs to know that. He needs to know you feel that way. I did it with Mike Tyson. When Rough House used to talk shit. Oh yeah, blah, 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 do this and that to Mike, blah, 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 blah. So one day we were all together and I was like, Mike, this dude told me whip your ass, man. He tells me all the time. Why don't you tell Mike what you be telling me?
Wow.
Watched him turn into Kool-Aid in his chair.
What did he say, Mike?
He didn't say nothing to
I
Mike,
meant
man.
the other
That's
Mike
like
Tyson.
He didn't say nothing
being
to Mike.
alone
That was
in
my
the
whole
room.
point. I mean, you probably have encountered it before. I've been in the hood, I've been in the barbershop sometime, and I gotta tell folks, man, they be like, yo, man, because Mike, Mike nothing, man. What do you work for UPS, right? Don't bring up Mike's name, son. Stop it. Bring up another truck driver. Because I'll take you out of Gleason's right now and pick out any heavyweight, somebody who you've never seen on TV, and he'll make you call him the greatest. Stop it, man. You're not a fighter. You don't do what this guy does. Respect what he does. That's like him jumping behind the wheel of your truck and trying to beat you on your route. It's not going to happen.
I'm going to park this 18.
It's not going to happen, man.
Thing where dudes get delusional about their ability to kick ass. It's a weird
Johnny
thing,
Gill,
man.
he really thought back in the day, I don't know, maybe he's more
But
mature.
what did he think? He just think that
He felt
Oscar
that
De La Hoya was getting
he could
lucky?
beat Oscar. He felt he was more powerful, faster. That was it. But you never boxed before. That's nothing to do with it. I'm talking about being a man. I was like,
What?
what do you think they're doing, man? What are you talking about, man? You're supposed to be fighting, man.
Charlie.
Talking about being a man. These boys are trying to knock each other's heads off.
Talking about being a man. That's a dude that doesn't understand what an 8-week camp is like. An 8-week
Now,
training camp.
he was buffed. At that
running up
time,
the
that's
Big
when he
Bear.
was. I think he was working out with Barry Bonds, and he had a little cut on and everything. I was like, those muscles don't translate to a win, brother.
People
It
get
translates to best in show at a bodybuilding contest. Not that you're going to win the fight. And if you look at real fighters, they don't have the chiseled body like G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Anderson Silva.
Yeah, look at his body, look normal, man.
Yeah.
And look what happens when those dudes come in with the G.I. Joe kid.
Classic ballet stand.
The problem with
Yeah.
all that muscle is it needs fuel.
Yep.
You gotta feed that. So you're only good for about 30 seconds, 20 seconds of full fury when you're all big like that. The guy can hang on to you. It's like riding a bull, but the bull's
you
like
burn
that
out.
real bad endurance.
Then you burn out.
You just ride
You
them
got
until
the
they
big
wear themselves
buff
out.
arms, they fill up with blood.
Yeah. Then they can't move.
They get heavy.
It's crazy. You watch, like, there's a guy named Mariusz Pudzianowski, world's strongest man, does those crazy fucking things where they throw the beer bottles in the air and lift up cars and shit. You know, that strongman shit. Yeah. He's won it a bunch of times, and he just started doing MMA, and he gets fucked up by fat dudes.
He's not throwing the big keg. He's throwing something with punches and kicks.
Yeah,
coming off.
Tim Sylvia beat the fuck out of that boy.
Wow.
He had that dude purple. That guy was purple as fuck. Tim Sylvia was like, "How dare you? I was a fucking 2-time heavyweight champion, or more, maybe. I don't know. Either way, he's a fucking world UFC heavyweight champion." Right. And you think that you can pick up a car so you can kick his ass? It was like a slow, methodical ass kicking by an overweight guy, essentially. The guy with a big gut.
The car's not moving. The car's not doing techniques on you.
But if they can get you in those first 15 seconds, you could have a real big fucking problem. Because for 15 seconds,
those guys get street people, like,
Yeah.
That guy who could throw a car goes to the supermarket and you get in an argument with him, he could probably throw you, across the meat section and take your back or something. You won't expect it. Wow, this guy flew me across the meat section. But you ain't an MMA fighter. You know, you ain't a boxer. You ain't whatever. Any kind of professional athlete, whatever profession he's in, respect it. Don't disrespect.
Now you think
straight up.
Now you got me thinking about fights in supermarkets.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, man. There's no weight classes in supermarkets.
No way.
I remember a few years ago, this dude was talking about jumping on. Was one of the running backs, and I asked him, they were the same size physically. I was like, "You really think you could beat that guy?" He's like, "We're the same size." I said, "Yeah, but I've seen him run over 5 guys his size. I never seen you run over nothing. You have a hard time going up the steps. You want to mess with this boy?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're the same size, but you ain't the same thing, man. Come on.
Yeah, people don't understand a super athlete.
Yeah,
they don't understand until
that's why we have the ability to buck our eyes to express that. To express that when you get surprised, oh shit!
Oh my god!
You know,
Wait, I
didn't mean it.
I wasn't practicing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't hang out with dudes that talk shit.
Nope.
Talk shit about how they'd fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
those guys are useless.
But now, and then I'm telling you, if you come around me and talking about who you could whip, because a lot of my friends are fighters, and I see them in the room, I'm just letting them know how you feel.